Hello, welcome to eBritish IELTS. Today I'll be telling you some very useful tips and tricks to score better in the listening module of your IELTS exams. Following these tips and tricks will ensure a better band score of maybe a 7 and above. So now the listening module can be tricky for some people, not because it's difficult to understand what the recording is saying, but because it asks you to multitask. You are reading, listening, and writing all at the same time. So it basically tests your concentration levels and your ability to manage time well. So coming to the tips, let's look at the first one, which is read the question before the recording starts. Now this is very important. You will be given a few seconds to read the questions before the recording actually starts playing. Make sure that you utilize that time well. Reading the questions beforehand will help you predict the kind of recording that's going to be played, on what will it be based on. So it's going to help you mark the correct answers. The second is do not understand everything. So what is your goal here? Basically, you want to get the correct answer. Do not bother yourself too much and spend a lot of time in understanding the whole concept of the recording. Just understand what the question is demanding and try to look for keywords that will help you get the correct answer. The third is answers do not come at a regular interval. This is also very important. This basically means that there is no particular set time limit after which the answers are going to come in the recording. They can come together one after the another. So always watch out for the questions. This is also related to the first point. If you've read the questions properly beforehand, you will be able to understand what you're looking for in answers. So make sure that you don't get confused and get carried away too much by the information that is being provided to you in the recording. The next point is look for keywords. Now words like but, then, finally, however, moreover. Now these are certain types of words that can actually change the meaning of the sentence. So it can be a little confusing. If you keep a track of these words, you will save a lot of time and you will also get accurate answers. Moving on, use capital letters. So now IELTS does not really prescribe if you should use capital letters or lowercase letters, but it is generally suggested that you use capital letters. The advantage of this is that if you don't have a very good handwriting, it's going to make your answers legible. The examiner will understand what you've written correctly. Also, it eliminates the problem of proper nouns and common nouns. For example, Mr. Joe. If you choose to write in capital letters, the whole word is going to be in capital. But if you're writing in lower case, then you'll have to make the M and the J capital over here, which it can create a bit of a confusion. Also, another tip here would be not to suddenly change the case in which you're writing. If you've already started writing your answers in capital letters, stick to it. Do not suddenly start writing in lowercase. That just does not look very good on the answer sheet. The next tip would be correct spellings. I cannot emphasize on this point enough. So you will be needed to write answers on your own. Obviously, it's not a reading test, it's a listening test. You won't have any paper in front of you that will give out correct spellings for you. So practice spellings, make sure it's correct. If you've written the correct answer but the spelling is wrong, the whole answer is going to be marked wrong. Also, while you're transferring your answers in your answer sheet in the 10 minutes that you're given, while you're doing that, make sure to cross-check that all your spellings are correct, revise them. It's always a good idea to double-check. The last and not the least is do not leave the answer sheet blank. If you are unsure of an answer, just make a wild guess and write something in the answer sheet. There is no negative marking for a wrong question, so you never know your answer might be correct. So these are some of the tips and tricks for your listening module of IELTS exam. I hope you inculcate this in your practice and achieve a higher band score. Thank you.